Today is one of those days where there was a very stressful event that I had to take care of. I didn't want to, but as is life, right? The question is, how do we treat ourselves and how do we take care of ourselves during times of stress? For me, normally I would want to avoid, distract, get away from it. But today, I notice I feel it in my body. My joints are stiff, my muscles are achy. Yeah, I really feel like I'm underneath a lot of pressure or stress. So, while it would have been very easy to say, I'm not doing this today, I'll take a day off, I'll make up for it tomorrow, whatever. Instead, I'm going to turn my attention into that feeling of stress. I'm going to tune my attention into the feelings that my body has while being underneath that stress. And I'm going to try to relax and comfort that tension. I'm allowing myself a pad to sit on today, so I have a little cushion. I'm inside, so it's raining out. Really, that was Layla's decision here. And I said I'll sit next to her and do this inside today rather than making us both go out in the rain. So for the next 30 minutes, let's try to sit as still as we can. If we have to move, it's okay. Let's do the best we can. And let's ask, how do we treat ourselves or how do we take care of ourselves while we're under stress or pressure or tension? There's also a fly in this house right now who seems to have made a fun game out of annoying me. Or maybe right on cue, right there. I don't know if you could see that. But, so, funny how we tell those stories, huh? Okay. So, I'll start the timer here. 30 minutes. Enjoy. Oh, and I might have a package delivered at some point, so if I gotta get up, I ain't gotta get up. It happens. It's got me. Reset. Started thinking about that stress. Not the feelings, but the details of it, and I immediately moved. Ooh. One more, I think. Ooh wee. snuck up on me. Almost got lost in thought there. Congestion. Whew. Oh, yeah, still recording. Oh, good. Whew, I notice how easily I can get lost in thought even while focusing on keeping the body still. Working through, the tingling, the itching, whatever the desire is to move is one thing. After doing that enough, I can get my body to stay still, more or less. I move around little bits here and there, and I might break momentarily, but I can stay somewhat still. And then I relax a little much into it, and my presence and my persistence wanes a little bit, and then my mind kicks in, and I'm feeling the in my back and in my shoulders, or some tingling or crawling sensation, and my mind's like, oh, we could take you away from that in an instant, wouldn't you know it? Why don't you come over here and think about this thing? It's lovely up here. Remember that time that person really hurt you in this way? You want to relive that a little bit? Oh, that's what it's like. And then before you know it, I'm in the argument, and I'm, telling my case, whatever it is up here. So I've really got to really focus. It's still body, so we keep the body still. And it's also still presence. We have to keep our presence very still and very focused on being here, on the task, whatever it is, if it's to relax into attention, if it's to pay attention to how we stress ourselves out or how we tell these stories and how we end up hurting ourselves. We keep our presence very still and focused on that. And of course, if you're like me or like most of us, you have this wonderful defense mechanism that when there's pain, and it starts off with when the pain is unbearable or we don't know how to deal with it, but if it happens when we're young and it's chronic, well, then it just becomes pain. So when we have pain, this defense mechanism, which is this mind loop, comes in, and it will pull me away just like that. Before I know it, I'm up here in the loop thinking about all the thoughts and all the problems and all the solutions and all the goals and all the memories. Just round and round we go. So it requires still mind as well, but I don't think that any one of these really, for me at least, would be easy to obtain without practicing the other. Right? In order to have still mind, I must be present. To be present with my mind and notice when it's taken me away. In order to have still presence, I have to be able to focus my presence on something, like the body, which is anchored here in this moment. It's anchored in presence, so if I can attach my presence to the body, then that's a way to achieve all of those. I can't do the body without keeping the body still. If I'm distracted and I'm doing a task, I'm washing the dishes, I'm writing the email, I'm not focused on anything in here. It's all out there. And therefore, the busy mind is kicking in, and my presence is scattered, and my body is on autopilot. So that was kind of the practice today. That's what I do when I'm stressed, right there. And this is a wonderful practice to step outside of the survival instincts of the stress adaptation, right? Of going from I'm in pain and this is just uncomfortable. I can navigate this pain. I am capable of going through this. I've gone through it before. I know what these roads look like. I know exactly how to get to where I want to go. Right? Opposed to the mind kicking in saying, I see you're in pain, little friend. Why don't you come up here and get away from all of that? Remember that time? Oh, and it's so seductive, and it'll hook you on, pull me in so quick. Before I know it, I'm not even focusing on anything relative anymore. Or not relative, but relevant. That's what happens when you grow up in the hood. Is big words is difficult. Oh, but yeah, after one of these, I always feel a lot better. To think I went from being this little ball of tension and stress, and now things are so much lighter. gentler, a lot more joy, and it's all pretty funny. I was thinking about that fly. I was like, is that bastard crawling on my face right now? I feel that tingling up here and I wanna and get it all off. But I looked at an influence of mine who meditated through all the seasons out in the wilderness, stood there in perfect stillness during his meditation. Birds and bugs and animals all around this boy, climbing on him, pooping on him. Well, they never really look like it, but you would assume they get pooped on. But yeah, if this boy can get out there and do that, why can't I sit here for 30 minutes still? And if a little fly flies on me, a little black fly's crawling on me, so what? Can that thing really hurt me? Maybe if it crawls in my nose or in my ears. That's what I'm always thinking about. Those are the thoughts, see? Hey, all the loops. It's just an insect. We can handle it. I don't think this tiny little black fly has the ability to harm me. Oh, but there's pain. You're scared. It can harm you. Are you sure? Think about the video you saw where that fly bored into the person's skin, so on and so forth. Oh my God, all the things to be afraid of. It's like the mind is so good at, of course, taking me away from the present moment, but it's also very good at causing the pain and the fear to go around and round and round. And it's like this negative feedback loop where I'm in pain, so I go away into the mind, and then I'm in pain because I'm away in the mind, so I go away in the mind, and round we go. Anyway, thanks for staying with me. Hope this was helpful or enjoyable. And I'll look forward to doing this again tomorrow. Enjoy.